The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. Just before I began filming this video, I overheard someone on X say, "Look, Ripples is dumping on the XRP community. Now we're sitting just above 52 cents. Not again." What's happening is that we're still keeping an eye on Bitcoin. If you look at the Bitcoin chart closely enough, you can see that it is beginning to rise again right now. On the XRP chart, the same thing is occurring. As time goes on, we'll enter alt season and begin to diverge significantly from Bitcoin. Still, we are keeping an eye on Bitcoin at the moment. Renowned Trader projects a 2x to 5x spike in XRP price in the near future. As I was reading this post, I realized that the author is a self-proclaimed charting guru. Nonetheless, all he has to say is that the market is still waiting for Bitcoin to surge in value, which he claims will happen sometime. Furthermore, he fails to provide a time frame in this context as well. As I've been saying for some time, the only thing we're waiting for is for Bitcoin's dominance to begin to wane, at which point alt season will begin. He mentions this as well. The Bitcoin maxis agree with you that the cryptocurrency cycle is still heading in the right direction. If that's the case, then the latter half of the year should see Bitcoin's value begin to surge significantly. To this day, this is my biggest concern. When Tether is released, how will it affect the price of Bitcoin? Reason being, Tether will undoubtedly be affected when MiCA goes live at the end of this year. Legislation pertaining to stable coins is already being advanced by several nations. What effect would that have on Bitcoin is anybody's guess. As far as I can tell, it will likewise affect the remaining cryptocurrency markets. However, XRP is not dependent on Tether, so its price can be affected quickly. However, I believe XRP would recover quickly in the event that Tether were to decline. Unfortunately, Tether's future appears bleak. They produced 100 billion XRP because they wanted it to become the world's reserve currency, according to Brad Garlinghouse, which is why a lot of people stated I shouldn't mention this video here. Additionally, Brad mentioned that 100 billion XRP were generated in order to maintain a low price. However, 100 billion XRP were generated with the intention of serving all 8 billion plus individuals on Earth. If XRP were to become the world's reserve currency, its supply might eventually run out. You know, that was the part of the video that most people missed. Plus, picture this, back when Brad was pitching RippleNet software and the concept of XRP to banks, consider this. It would not have been approved by the banks if the price was exorbitant. However, due to its low price, banks were compelled to move forward with Ripple and XRP. Since then, they have established all these rails, and they even forewent using smart contracts at that time due to the fact that they would have increased the cost of cross-border payment transactions. Being extremely competitive was their goal at the time. However, with the global infrastructure for smart contracts currently in place, it's acceptable to bring them on board as of 2025. It would be insignificant if the price of XRP were to increase at this moment because the software is already in place. Starting a business is similar to this. You have to be really competitive at the start in order to create a portfolio. People will still select you above the competition after they know your work, so you can go with any price point when you have it out there. Because they are aware of its superior quality, they are willing to pay a premium for it. When Ripple and XRP first came out, I believe something similar occurred. Also, any aspiring company owner might gain valuable insight from this. People will already select well-established enterprises above yours if you go out and say, "Hey, I want top dollar, so you should adopt this." Strategy early on if you're thinking about starting a business. In my opinion, the same thing occurred with Ripple and XRP. I hope I conveyed it correctly. An XRP judge has the authority to reject the SEC's appeal. According to what they're stating, the court still has the option to reject the appeal. We still don't know the SEC's choice to appeal, and no one knows what they're appealing because they haven't made it public. My guess is that some are claiming a resolution is still possible behind the scenes, and the SEC is simply trying to squeeze more money out of Ripple. Law students and Robert Jackson, Jr., a former SEC commissioner, quizzed Gary Gensler on his position on crypto regulation. Therefore, Gary essentially just stated that the law is crystal plain. No, we do not require legislative reforms. Regarding cryptocurrency, the legislation is very clear, although we are aware that it is out of date. However, he continues by saying that it is highly doubtful that this material will be used as money. It will need to demonstrate its worth by being used and made public. Put another way, a cryptocurrency can't be considered a money until its practical applications prove its worth. This makes sense, considering that by year's end, they'll also want to assign a reasonable price to cryptocurrencies. The question is, how would they do it? Practically speaking, its function and purpose. Based on its utility and use case, XRP should be worth more than $5 right now, if not more than $10. However, he is correct that XRP will become the world's bridge currency in due time. Shall we go ahead with today? I said today since this is now happening today, and it has nothing to do with Ripple versus SEC. It says tomorrow, but I said today. Notices under the Sunshine Act appear on a monthly basis. Month after month for the past, 3 years, we've been observing the announcement of these notices. Despite the fact that it is unrelated to the Ripple versus SEC debate, they will keep hyping it up every month. A member of the SEC, Gary Gensler, has expressed interest in joining Binance's advisory board in 2019. He was turned down in 2019. In 2021, he takes over as chairman of the SEC 2022. According to Gary, Binance is not allowed to do business in the US. Did I fail to mention anything about 2023's SEC suits Binance? Would you say it's me? Or is it just a bizarre, warped take on the show billions? Yeah, it seems like $1 billion, but that's actually what transpired. I felt the need to bring that to your attention because it is, in a way, reminiscent of Gary Gensler's earlier work. If someone annoys him, he will unleash all of his authority as chair of the SEC to exact revenge. I believe he accomplished the same thing with Binance. Why is he doing this? Because he is serving the interests of large banks and a small number of corrupt politicians. Hold on is causing a ripple effect. Now we covered the 3 use cases that Ripples were aiming for. They intended to target the derivatives market, digital identities, and international money transfers. Thus, the XRP ledger once again displays digital identities. One example is Heirloom's usage of the XRP ledger, which allows users to securely and efficiently manage their online identities while still enjoying lightning-fast transaction rates. 5 billion digital IDs worldwide by 2024, including an increase in the use of digital IDs and biometric verification at airports among Americans in that year. In the long run, digital ID will be crucial to your daily life in every way. However, it appears that digital ID on the XRP ledger is still being actively pursued by Ripple. Using Ripple technology, Palau will bring tokenization to the general public, much like PayPal or Ally Pay. Network technology, Ripple technology, the Palau stablecoin program, CBDC, RL, USD, and XRP are all elements in this landscape. Let me tell you about the issue. Regarding tokenization, Palau is not utilizing Ripple. We are unaware of any use of Ripple or the XRP ledger in the Palau digital savings bond platform. It's constructed using 2 distinct systems, the Sora version 3 hub chains and the Hyperledger/Iroha 2 dash-based network. The fact that Palau is venturing into retail is fantastic, in my opinion. It concerns tokenization. Additionally, they are still working on expanding their CBDC with Ripple. Perhaps they will transfer this to the XRP ledger in the future. However, Ripple is currently not associated with Palau or tokenization. I only wanted to clarify that, because I keep seeing that this is beginning to acquire momentum. Palau is quickly becoming a crypto hub, despite not being a particularly large country. This is due to their rapid innovation. Ripple, Volante, XRP, and Fed are currently constructing network effects on the platform, and more are on the way. Seeing my video is an honor. Support my channel with a like and a subscription. Goodbye for now.